Good morning, friends, family, fans, and finish line focused, fantastically fine folks. Hope you all are having a great day, a great morning, a great evening, whatever time it is that you are watching this. It is Monday morning, May 15th, and I am back at the end of the road, whatever this place is called, outside the city. You can read the sign, I assume. Ice cream place. That's where we finished up on Saturday. It's as far north as we came. So I am preparing to cross whatever the road is here in Damascus, and I am getting on to the Virginia Creeper Trail. Hopefully you can see that down there. This is the Virginia Creeper Trail. And it is, oh, sorry. Good morning.
Yeah, north.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, north.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I got my tent set up there. Don't steal anything.
Oh, yeah. I don't want to carry anything extra. Somebody asking me not to steal anything from their tent. Typically with backpackers, you do not have to worry about that because we don't want to carry one extra thing. I mean, not an extra granola bar. So, usually that's not a problem. The ones that are worried about it, maybe you have to watch out for. But anyhow, all right, so what was I saying? Virginia Creeper Trail. I think this thing's like 130 miles long, and it's really popular for bike riding and whatever, running and stuff like that. So the AT goes 0.4 miles on the Virginia Creeper Trail, and then it leaves, and guess what it does? If you guessed it, heads up the mountain. You're correct. Ding, ding, ding. You win absolutely nothing, but congratulations on guessing correctly if you set up. So yeah, the AT goes up the mountains and heads north. I don't know what the Creeper Trail does. I think it just follows the road, whatever. I think it's an old railroad. I don't know what the trail is. You can look it up. You can Google it. I can't. I never have any service. But yeah, walking on the Virginia Creeper Trail, this would be incredible. If this were the AT, man, we could do like 30, 40 miles. You know what? With all the road noise and everything, why don't I... Oh, wait. I'll take the mountains any day. You can have the city stuff. So here's where the Appalachian Trail crosses the road. Virginia Creeper AT. There's a beautiful spring right down there that is running a lot, very forcefully right now. I stopped to top off my water bottles. I thought, I'm carrying next to nothing because I'm slack packing today. And I thought, well, I'm just going to go ahead and top off my water bottles and carry 2 liters, and I won't have to stop for a long time for water. So I filled up my platypus bag, and I put my Sawyer squeeze on, and I'm filtering the water into my water bottles. And I know I probably don't need to filter coming out of the pipe, but I've been filtering everything. I thought, well, I'll go ahead and do it because it only takes a second. So I'm filtering, and my platypus, the top of it, right by where it attaches. Here's the sign. Right by where it attaches to the, the threads and all that, exploded while I'm squeezing it into the bottle, which is placed between my legs. And so about a half a liter of water shot all over my midsection. Poured all over me, so broke my platypus and got wet all in one quick motion. So that's a bummer. So that means that's 2 platypuses down in 470 miles. 2 platypuses, wow. So I'm gonna have to get something different, because that's a bummer. All right, well, we're on the trail. hiking northbound. The plan for the day is to, for Teresa, she's going to do an errand or two in town, pick up something, some Band-Aids and something else, like at the dollar store. And she's going to go back and get the kids, and they're going to hang out for a while, and then they're going to go to a gap and do some trail magic for a while, and then meet me in about 8 hours at US 58, the second crossing of it, which is 16 trail miles for me. So I'm going to do 16 slack packing, and then see the kids and halo and spend the night with them again tonight. And tomorrow is the Grayson Highlands. The Grayson Highlands with the ponies. Hi guys. Good morning. I'm good, thanks. I'll point my camera off to the side for you.
No worries.
Okay. All right. Let's see. What was I saying? Oh, tomorrow. Yeah, Isabel has no idea about the ponies. Last night she was trying to figure it out so much, and she said, "Wait, is that the place where there are horses? Are there wild horses?" And we said, "Well, I don't know anything about any horses," which is true because they're ponies. But she basically almost figured it out. So that's tomorrow. Anyway, I'll show you some more as we go. Holy cow! Christmas. Oh my goodness. Wow. That was a bit of a doozy. Dang, nabbit. Ow. I'm okay. Wow. We'll stop it. All right, back there. Wowzers. Oh, wowzers. So, I have fallen twice on the AT. Both times were extremely slow motion, very gentle. Just one little kind of a slip or something, and I very gracefully slid into some soft grass. And that was it. Both times. Now, this morning, however, was a radically different story. So I'm cruising along the trail, bouncing down it like a puma, of course, and there was a log along the side of the trail, parallel with the trail. It was about the size of my arm. And a little longer than my arm. My top of my right foot, when it came forward, left the ground and started to swing forward. It hooked on the end of that log. The log slid a couple of inches, but then hooked on a tree root or a tree trunk, whatever, and the log stopped. Henceforth, my foot also stopped. Absolutely grabbed a hold of by this limb. So as my right foot no longer could go forward and all my super cheetah-like momentum was moving forward, my body cartwheeled to the right, which happened to be downhill. Big time downhill. I spun and fell, and my trekking poles flew, my water bottles flew, my feet went over my head went over my feet. I tumbled down the mountain. Well, down that little hillside, probably 10 feet. I remember being shocked at how much I kept rolling. Like, I couldn't believe it with my backpack and everything on. It was, that was a crash. That one wasn't a gentle lay down. That was a wipe out. I biffed it big time. And it was all because this one log was just laying on the side of the trail. Man, oh man. Hurt my right hand a little bit, kind of my right thigh. There was a big log on the side of the trail kind of supporting the trail, and I must have hit that. I don't know, because man, next thing I know, I'm clear down, 10 feet down the mountain. That was sporty. That was fun. Right now, everything feels perfect. Like, I can't even tell that I did it. But I waited to film for a few minutes so I could just kind of walk and let things settle a little bit. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Even cheetahs sometimes crash. Even spiders that are creeping and crawling, sticking to the trail, sometimes wipe out. Thankfully, the Lord prevented me from hurting anything, and I got my water bottles and my trekking poles and double checked everything, and I'm good to go. That was probably a mile and a half ago. So it is a beautiful day. There was a beautiful view back there, first view of the day as I climb up out of Damascus. I don't know how many views there will be today, but I tell you, Virginia's been beautiful in that it starts to open up some, and you start to see more like pastures and open meadows and things. That's pretty cool. I've only hiked a few miles in Virginia, but near in the Tennessee, near the Virginia line. That's what I'm talking about. I think I mentioned it yesterday or the day before. I wasn't able to film anything of the Tennessee-Virginia line because of the absolute deluge storm that was going on. So I'm sorry about that. I mean, I really am. That was a big milestone for us to cross over into Virginia. Quick report on my feet. The old hooves are well, for me, I guess since I'm like a cat, I'd be paws. The old my feet are doing very well. So my blisters were very painful. I had swollen calluses. I had lots of issues. I met with the owner of Mount Rogers Outfitters, Mr. Jeff, and Mr. Jeff very passionately sold me some green super feet, and I'm proud or pleased to announce so far this morning that they are feeling great, feeling fabulous. I like very snug shoes. Someone back in Georgia recommended looser shoes, and so I've been hiking with them looser and getting more and more and more blisters. Well, anyway, Mr. Jeff says, nope, you want them snug, and that's what I wanted to hear because I like them snug, so I've snugged them down some more, and yeah, feeling pretty good. 2 days, well, day and 3/4 off. The Epsom salts and all that, boy, my feet are definitely feeling better. So, yep, we'll keep you posted on the whole super feet issue and the Oboz Traverse shoes. They are fabulous. I wish I could talk more about what happened in the store. A young man, I'll tell you real fast. A young man came in, had been hiking. I'm not sure how far, possibly the whole way. 470 miles, and he was looking for a new pair of trail runners, and his other ones had only made it 300 miles, and his feet were, in his words, absolutely killing him. And Mr. Jeff says, in the way that only he can speak, he says, "Are you hiking or running?" And the kid says, "Hiking." And Jeff says, "Well then, in other words, you don't need running shoes if you're hiking." And he says to the young man, he said, "You either have to get a shoe with some structure to it to take care of your feet, or else learn to live with the pain. It's up to you." So when I left, Jeff was helping the guy, and maybe the young man would listen to him. I hope he does, because the young man kind of had in his own mind what he thought he needed. But in his own words, he was in a tremendous amount of pain. Tremendous. So hopefully he listens to Jeff and gets something that'll help his feet not hurt so bad, or else he'll be off the trail soon. So, yep, there's the quick report. All right, I'll stop for now so this thing doesn't go 40 minutes long. All right, on a bit of a detour here. The trail AT actually leaves the AT and follows something like a beach something trail or something like that, and it goes around evidently like a flooded section or something. Let me film this in a beautiful flooded creek. But yeah, I actually, let's get this side. Wow, very pretty. I actually followed what I thought is what the sign said, walked like a quarter of a mile with 0 blazes of any kind and thought, this can't be it. I pull up gut hook and sure enough, he says I'm on the AT. I get down to the intersection and there's a sign that says the AT is a quarter mile behind me. So I turn around, go back up, recheck every single sign. See what this says? Okay. Attention anglers. Yeah, go back up, recheck everything. There are no other blazes at that intersection. So I turn around, come back down the way. Hi guys, good morning. So I come back the quarter mile back down to the intersection, cross over the road, and sure enough there's a little sign with a white blaze on it. And so anyway, took a little doing, but here I am. I'm on the trail. Now I just got to make sure I don't miss the next little intersection. So one of the challenges of not being able to see well is I can't see across the road to see if there's a blaze there or not. And the sign said, you know, AT is a quarter mile back. So anyhow, yep, took a little investigation, but you know what? That is no hill for a climber. All right, wow, beautiful. Man, it's flooded and rocking and rolling, but pretty. Show the trail. Oh, by the way, no compression socks today or compression sleeves. But look at this. It's like, wow. It's like Fantasy Island. This beautiful stream down there. Water flowing here. Look at how pretty. You could come and get yourself a bath here. Take you a nice cold shower. Been paralleling this river here for a while. Man, it's gorgeous and sounds so cool. That's so pretty back there. Yeah. Let's see. Some thoughts real quickly. There's a mom and a son out here. I think she said her name is Jennifer. She has a nickname from home, but it's not really a trail name. So anyway, she's going by Jennifer. And her son's name is Gabe, or now Deep Water, I think is his trail name. But anyway, Jennifer's been struggling with some bronchitis, I think she said, for a while. And so I first met them at the Mountain Harbor bed and breakfast, and they had stayed there for several days, maybe nearly a week, and were slack packing each day, but that way they had a dry, warm place to go back to for Jennifer at night. And then I ran into them, oh man, between Roan Mountain and Damascus. Ran them there a couple of times, and they were staying somewhere else slack packing. And ran into them going, I think, southbound and northbound both. And then today I just ran into them. They're going northbound slack packing again. And you know what is so cool about that is here's this woman, and I don't know how old she is for sure, but she's got a 14-year-old son out here with her. And she's been struggling with health issues. Again, I think bronchitis. But man, she's hiking. They're hiking every day. They're hiking pretty darn good miles too, because they're right there with me all the time. Everywhere I go, there they are. And they're always slack packing. They're staying somewhere in town. But you know what? They're hiking. They're out here hiking. Then I meet people, I won't mention any names, but I meet people that are way more interested in partying. And I keep running into them in town, but never on the trail, because they're skipping forward in vehicles, just jumping around from party to party or whatever. So there's two different kinds of folks out here, and it's pretty cool to see mom and son over and over and over, always hiking. All right, oh, this is cool. Here's like a little cave area. You and the rattlers could hang out in there and stay dry in a thunderstorm, assuming the rain wasn't blowing in. All right, look at what the trail maintainers do. They put the stair, you know, these rocks in here like stairs. Pretty nice. All right. Well, just stopped here in this beautiful grassy spot. Looks like an old road came through here at one time, probably some sort of a Forest Service road. But anyway, stopped and took my shoes and socks off, let them air out some. I did put a piece of KT tape on my, not my little toe, but the one next to it on my right foot. It's not good enough to not be taped up yet. It wasn't horrible, but it was definitely a hot spot while I was walking. So anyway, let them air out, taped that up, and had 2 tortillas with some ranch flavored tuna on it, and first tortillas of the whole trail. Not bad. I mean, people aren't going to line up at the door if I was serving just that, but not bad. So yep, getting ready to hit the trail again. Gonna try out my sun hat here. This is usually my paddling hat for when I'm out in the lake and there isn't a bit of shade anywhere. Really sunny today, but mostly been in the trees. But anyway, before Halo and the kids take off, I figured I better put some miles in wearing the hat and see if it works okay. So that's, I'm trying out my outdoor research, wide-brimmed hat for some hiking. So I'll catch you down the trail here a little bit. It is a beautiful day. Just over halfway, I think, for the day. About 9 miles, I think I've done, and got about 7 more to go. So, yep, come along with me. Let's see what else happens today. How about that? Well, there's another big old snake. This one's just a black snake, though. Man, that's a long one. And 2 people, well, actually 4 people just came through here. 2 northbound and 2 southbound. All just came through here. And I thought, good, there'll be no snakes. No snakes here. Look how long that thing is. I don't know if the camera, if you guys can tell, but my trekking poles are nearly 4 feet, and he's, wow, he's as long as I am. Anyway, he kind of made a little noise when I walked up. He was laying right in the trail, and he kind of like hissed or something. I was listening to my Bible. I had just turned it down really super low, and I look up and there's that snake, and he kind of startled and I kind of startled, and he went his way and I'm going my way. So there you go. A lot better than the big old rattler. By the way, boy, thanks Doug for that comment about what kind of rattlesnake that was, and you know, the kind of some of the statistics about those rattlers. I've learned a little more since then that the big ones are the least dangerous. They don't release their venom very often. Like 2 out of 3 bites are non-venomous or something like that. Anyway, I feel a lot better about those rattlesnakes. The little ones, I guess, are the most deadly or dangerous because they release their venom more often, the little kind of the babies. But anyway, yeah, thanks, Doug. I appreciate the comment. And speaking of comments, boy, I want to make sure that you guys know. So I typically have AT&T cell phone service, which means I've had almost none this whole trail. And I did get a little Verizon phone as like a temporary, you know, deal, but it's so small and I don't like it at all. It's horrible to try to respond to comments and things with. The little keys are so small. It's a nightmare for me. So I try to respond to as many comments as I can, and sometimes I'll get like 2 or 3 or 4 done, and there's still more. And so I really apologize to those of you that have commented, and I haven't gotten back with you yet. Please don't take any offense to that. I just start at the top, the most recent one or whatever, and I work my way down until I'm either out of time or have to go to sleep or lose service or something. Man, early riser, I don't know how you do it, brother. He does stuff like while he's hiking, he's watching videos and I think responding to comments as he hikes, and boy, I can't do that. Well, first of all, I haven't had enough service to like ever do that. But even if I did, man, I can't do it. Type and listen and read and all that. So, man, you are the man, ER, for doing that. And by the way, I didn't get to watch. I haven't been able to watch hardly any videos since I've been on the trail. But I didn't get to watch one of Early Riser's videos the other day, but I heard that he had issued a challenge to people. I'm not sure. I think it was a physical fitness type challenge, like getting out and getting some exercise done. And man, I second that motion. I'm right there with you, brother. If that is what you issued, I'm issuing the same challenge. All my subscribers, all my viewers, all of you guys, and notice I said all, not some, but all of you guys, do something more. Well, let's say today, unless it's like nighttime, then make it tomorrow. Do something more than you would have. Whether it's walk around your own house a couple more times, or go outside, please, hopefully go outside and walk around the block. Just do one block. Do something. If you've been running 5 miles, run 7. You know, don't hurt yourselves, but get out there and do something more. Get some push-ups done. Get some sit-ups or something. Get a partner and get them accountable with you, and get together and get something done and get healthier. Make progress towards recovery, towards fitness and enjoyment of life, whatever that may be. So yeah, I don't know exactly what his challenge was. Maybe some of you do, but I'm echoing it and maybe adding to it. I don't know what he said, but I'm sure it was good coming from him. So anyhow, yeah, there you have it. That's it for now. Trail's been slower today. Lots more rocks. Don't necessarily see them right now, but there's been lots of switchbacks going up this mountain, and yep, pretty rocky. So I'm not doing time-wise as well as I have. But the good news is the super feet seem to be working pretty well, and everything feels good, except for that one toe I had to tape up, and it feels better now. Here is what the Gut Hook app says is Stagnant Pond. How'd you like to have that name? Oh, squatting down hurts a little when you've been hiking. I can hear water trickling, so all the rainfall has made it not as stagnant. Huh. There's the overflow. There's nice little campsites across there. There you go. Stagnant Pond down. Headed north. Looking for Route 58, where I will meet my doll that they named Doll Flats after, Princess Halo, and the 3 chitlins. Just stubbed my toe. Didn't hurt because of my oboes, but stubbed it pretty hard nonetheless. Let's see. Yep, passed Jennifer and Gabe actually passed me back there when I was eating lunch and airing my feet out, and I just passed them again. They are from Florida, by the way, and they homeschool their children. Gabe is 14, and I believe she said he's 2 years ahead in school. He's already taken the ACT, and I think he did extremely well. Wow, look at those ferns. I guess I'm backed out as far as I can go. Those ferns are growing like straight up. It's really an interesting, first time I've seen those. Very cool. All right, I, with you coming along with me, are running north. Here's the top of Stagnant Pond. Not a very appetizing place. There's a pipe where the water is running through from a big muddy hole up there into said stagnant pond. Again, not an appetizing place. Good spot for a tent. What's that right there? That's our target. We are blowing them babies up. running them down, flying north like a jaguar, pursuing whatever jaguars eat. Tell me in the comments below, what do jaguars pursue? So I know what I'm chasing. Oh, I could have just come across right there. That's the other side of Stagnant Pond, but we walked around it. Would have had to have leapt across that cavern, which for a puma or jaguar is no problem. For me, it probably would have been difficult. The Appalachian Trail came out of the woods and now is crossing. Well, it's been on the Virginia Creeper Trail. Now there's the Blaze. Now is going across this big old bridge. I don't know the name of the river, but I am sure our girl Halo will be putting the name down below. Boy, it's a big old gorge. I'm glad for the bridge. I mean, this is a big old gorge. Let's get some views. I don't know if you can tell how far that is, but you wouldn't want to jump. Let's put it that way. If you did, you might feel it in the morning. It might be more than what Advil would be good for. Let's see what we got on this side. Yeah, pretty. Hopefully the camera can see, you guys can see down in there. Very pretty stream. Can't see a lot. The water in this one, this is like a feeder creek to the big one that's been going along the trail. The big one is real dirty, but these little feeders are getting clearer, which means the fishing will be better. I'm hoping the little creek there at our campground will be clearer and a little lower today and more fishable. Maybe we can stick another trout. That'd be awesome. Roar! I could hear you guys. Hello, kiddos. What do you say, H2O? What do you say, Poke? How's your day? Stay back so I can get you on the camera. Back up by them, would you? What you guys doing?
Looking for you.
You found me. Actually, I found you.
You scared us.
Yeah. All right, is Halo down there?
Yeah. Yes.
Let's go see her. You guys doing trail? Are you guys doing trail magic?
Yeah.
Have you had many hikers? Only a couple? Okay. Yeah, there's a bunch back at the shelter back there. All right, we'll stop it for now. The day is nearly done, as you can see. 16 miles. I'm kind of tired. I'm glad that the day is winding down. It's only 20 after 4, so if it wasn't for the family, I'd keep going for a couple more hours and probably get nearly 20, a little around 20 or so in. The terrain was pretty good today, a lot rootier. I'll show you the ground. Rootier and rockier than it's been the last few days, but not bad at all. Not much for climbing and not much for descending, really. Just kind of smooth. Very pretty with all the streams and rivers and creek crossings. That was certainly nice. Yeah. Head back. I told you about blowing out my platypus this morning, so now I got to go figure out if we can get to... You scared me. Man, I wish I had... Don't you just wish you could buy that energy? Buy it, bottle it, sell it. Look at that. Running down the trail. They're baby pumas.
There's
baby cheetahs. All right,
there's a couple rocks here.
Yeah.
Yep, okay.
You gotta be careful.
All right, go. And I will follow suit.
Okay. Nice.
Yep. I'm going.
Can you see the rod and everything? It's a pretty good one.
I think it's the same one.
I don't think so. Wow. Woohoo! Fish on! Hiking the Appalachian Trail. Oh man. Catch the trout. Hey Belle, stay over here, hon, so we don't go in their campsite. Look at him go. Woohoo! All right. Think he's ready to be landed, maybe. My little 3-weight is loaded up. All right. Oh man. He's not quite done. Man, these trout fight so hard. Look at him. All right. I'll bring him in. Oh boy. Let's see. The biggest one.